Friday, day 99 in the building. We made it. Day 99. We made it, y'all. Day 99. Can you believe we've been reading these books for 99 days? Ooh. Hold on, y'all. Amy, can you give me a wipe, please? Right there. Hold on, guys. I spilled a little bit of coffee. Welcome in to Late Night with Coach Kenya. You guys, it's about to get inspirational. It's about to get motivational. I do this every single day. And on Friday nights, in particular, on the weekends, we come a little bit later than during the week. Because during the week, people got work to do. They go to bed early. So we go early in the daytime. But on the weekends, baby, we explore. We switch it up. And we pick a different, unique time each week in which we go live and share our motivational daily readings. Where we talk about weight loss, wellness, future, past, and present, and how you can do better, be better, and sustain that thing like a chicken wing on a string. Let's go. Welcome in. I'm Coach King, and I'm so glad to have you here. Welcome in to the I.R.I.S. tribe members. Thank you for being so loyal, for bringing so much love, so much light, so much energy to the building, to the room. Some of you guys have been so consistent and loyal for 99 days. Y'all just keep showing up, and I'm showing up with you. We on day 99. 100 is tomorrow. 100 is tomorrow. So tomorrow, for our day 100, we're going to have balloons, we're going to have music, and we're going to have a raffle. So if you are new to following me, and this is the first time I came up on your page, and you don't know what I'm about, let me see if I can get you some Naeem. Let me see if I can get you educated. Let me see if I can get you some information. Let me see if I know how to work this thing. I can get you some information, okay? Some information. Yeah, let me see. I don't really know how to work this ticker or rocker. Let me try to get you some information because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be, what is it? Capping? Is that what it is? So this used to be me because I want to make sure you're well informed while I'm about to be talking about what I'm talking about. Earlier, we were baking cupcakes, but I want to make sure you have what you need once I get into this business and get to talking. So that's your girl right here behind me. Depending on which outlet you own. That's me in long-term care. After coding, multiple blood clots, being resuscitated, a severe infection, you name it, I had experienced it. I had also had a reversal by now, and I currently had a feed tube. I was going through it. Shortly, for this particular photo that was taken, it was my 35th, the day of my last day of being 35. I just turned 36 that morning, and they told me I only had 30 days to live. I am now 46. That was 10 years ago. And I have lived to tell the story of how and when food takes over, what it looks like, what it feels like, and if it's happening to you, what you can do to get free from it. And what I'm talking about is that everlasting, daunting, taunting food sensation that you're always worried about what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it, how you're going to eat it. And if you're on a wellness journey, you're always afraid to eat, afraid to not eat, afraid to overeat, undereat, and it's become a constant torture for you. I've been there. I can relate to that. But more than anything, I know what it's like to eat to feel better and not to fuel your body and have those two confused. And I know more than anything to battle over and over, to have tried a multitude of things to get the weight off, to have had every diet, you've tried everything, you still got inflammation, you still have restless nights, you're still struggling with bloated, you're still struggling with the heart and abdomen, you're still struggling with cravings, eating late at night or not wanting to eat at all, you're still struggling to get your sensation up or desire to want to ingest fluids or eat. I get it. I've been there, and I was there for a very long time. Or you're the other side of my issues. My other side of my issues is I'm someone who can obsessively overeat for hours and hours and hours, and then I can restrict for days and days and days. If any of those things sound like you, a chronic calorie counter, dieter, you take injections, you've had the weight loss or wellness, one of the surgeries, you've had any form of body augmentation for weight purposes, I totally get it. You're safe here in this. This is not about how good you look, how thin you look, if you have a butt or not. Here, it's all about your mental health and your mindset. And is your body joining your mind, and is your mind joining your body? Because if we just go from go from a big disconnected person to a thin disconnected person, we still disconnected. And so what happens is you lose all that weight, and then that depression, that feeling of wanting to die hits you in the face, and you don't know why. And it's because you chose to refuse to deal with the main issue that's always been the issue, but we wanted it to be everything else, because it's easier to blame external things for the situations and the circumstances that are ultimately our primary responsibility. It's easier to bring outside stuff. Like, I spent a lot of time in my life saying, well, this couldn't happen because this person did this. But at the end of the day, because I put myself possibly at that situation or made the business deal with that person, it didn't happen because I ultimately made bad choices. I understand today that even if a situation is someone else's ultimate fault, if I participated and at any point was there willingly, it is also my fault. And because I understand how to accept responsibility, I understand the importance of emotional sobriety and maturity. I look at weight loss and wellness different than probably 50 or 60% of your weight loss and wellness community advocates. And it's primarily because my story and the story of the over 14,000 people that I've worked with are examples and pure examples at that, but reasons why I know to be true, that when you are struggling consistently with obesity and it has any form of emotional connection in the body, you have to deal with your mindset. I don't care what you sell me or tell me, all the food cravings are gone, baby. They're not going to stay gone if you don't deal with them. You cannot medicate a food craving away. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you that. I know they do get less, but what I'm trying to explain to you, the reason why they get less is because your situation is less. Do you understand what I'm saying? You've catered to the situation to lessen them, which means you're actually catering your circumstances not to agitate those cravings. But the minute the situation is no longer catered to or controlled, those cravings can still return. The question is, how will you deal with them, right? How will you deal with them when they return, right? It's like a person that, let's say, for example, it's like the person that has controlled blood pressure, right? They still have blood pressure, but they haven't needed blood pressure pills. They haven't had a hat in blood pressure in forever, but their blood pressure starts to go up. So they'll start doing something in particular just to make sure their blood pressure goes down, right? They're going to be effective. Many of us will be aware that we're struggling with something. We'll get it maintained, but we don't create a tool in order to address it if it comes back. Did you hear what I just said? Okay, it's all good if the food noise is gone right now, but what you gonna do if it come back? That's what maintenance is, people. Maintenance and sustainability is what you gonna do when the situation is not ideal. It's all good and all right when everybody got the money to pay for all the fancy living, but what you gonna do if you don't? What's your backup plan? It's all good and all right and everything as long as we have access to our injection. It's all good and dandy. But what's our plan if we don't? It's all good if we've lost 285 pounds going to the gym 5 days a week, an hour a day, and calorie count. But what happens when they close the gym like they did before? And half of America gained all of their weight back. Did we? So what we want to do is be able to work out in your home. Because health should not be based on a situation. That's what I'm trying to point out. Your level of healthy should not be contingent on situational circumstances. You should at no point be willing to negotiate your health based on circumstantial situation. This is what I'm explaining, which means this: if I'm going on vacation, I'm still healthy. I'm not going to stop eating healthy because I'm going on vacation, because I'm not on a diet. I live a healthy lifestyle. So when I go on vacation, I live a healthy lifestyle. I just happen to maybe eat ice cream or have a piece of pizza or a piece of fried chicken. I don't fall off the wagon. I'm not on anybody's wagon. I'm living life. So I don't use phrases like that because it creates a certain type of image about your health and wellness. It creates this sense that as long as I get there, I don't have to do this stuff anymore. And what many of y'all don't understand is y'all tired of doing stuff that y'all start doing to get healthy. It's because the stuff you started doing was not sustainable. Yeah. Regular people get up, cook meals, eat a couple of times a day, and move your body. That is a regular functioning adult. Sitting on the couch all day, Netflixing and chilling, nowhere never was that the functioning of an adult that wanted a healthy heart, healthy lungs, and limbs that had mobility in them. Did you know that the more you sit, the more challenging it is for your limbs, especially as we age? As we age, when we begin to sit longer, it causes stiffness in our joints and it'll be harder for them to warm up and get going. This is why being healthy is important. Not just for the scale to be smaller, but because you want your joints and limbs to work, right? Like, I want my heart to beat as long as I'm alive and well. I don't want to be walking around with nobody, uncle, daddy, pacemakers, cousin, if I can avoid it. So I don't want to be temporarily healthy. I want to be forever healthy. So that's why I talk to you guys so much about putting this. Oh, I just got to get down to 158. When I'm at 158, I'm good. Okay, your clothes size may be good, but so you gonna stop eating healthy when you reach. So what you're telling me is, as long as the scale it says 158, so you gonna stop going to the gym and eating right when you hit 158. Hold that. When I get to 170, I'm good. I'm done. So you're gonna stop doing everything you did to get to 170 because what are you done with? I'm not. I don't. I don't. I'm trying to understand the same. But what are we finished with? Because remember, we was getting healthy. So what you're telling me is, in your mind, as long as you're 170, you ain't doing nothing else to get nowhere else. So we're just done. So just 170, I'm healthy for the rest of my life. I'm done doing everything I was doing. Well, how? How you think you're gonna keep your 170? You do know that's a lot of the issues for many of us. It's why it's because we're doing a lot of things that it's not lifelong sustainable. So we get frustrated with doing it, and then something happens. One of the primary things is we lose a job, have a baby, move, break up in a relationship, or lose a person, and it knocks us off our wellness journey. And all it takes is 3 to 7 days for us not to do it. And before you know, we're not doing it at all. And then no matter how many times we set Sunday to be a new day and all of that, we never get restarted. And you know why? I want to give you guys a tip about when you so-called fall off. Hi, Ingrid. How are you? Hi, Christopher. Sorry, babies. I wasn't speaking to you guys. I didn't see you coming in. I wasn't paying no attention. Hey, Joan B. How are you? One of the things I want to encourage you and share with you this evening is this tip here. When you are working, or when you are on your weight loss and wellness journey, okay, and you're getting closer to what you consider your kind of goal, okay, in terms of how you look, right? I'm not talking about how you look. I'm talking about how you're feeling, right? What do you plan on doing, okay, to maintain that feeling, right? So, example, if you were going to the gym every day for 3 hours a day, can you do that forever? Okay. If you, I don't know, lost 75 pounds on the watermelon diet, can you eat watermelon forever and nothing else? Possibly. You might be able to. Now, your bowels and your biliary system won't be able to break down any solids. You might have some difficulty breaking down solid foods such as hardcore meats, proteins, and vegetables because your body actually needs certain things in it to continue to be as fortified. But I'm pretty sure you might be able to, right? Today, in today's society, I honestly don't think there's anything that people haven't tried to do to lose weight. I mean, you got people eating cold, salt. I saw somebody drinking something that actually had dishwashing liquid in it with apple cider vinegar. I don't know what that was, but I passed past that live when I saw that Dawn soap sitting next to the apple cider vinegar. Now, I don't know what the plan was, but I pray she was washing out the kitchen sink. Because if she was really adding a drop of that in the cup, I can't figure out what that would do but give her bubbles in her stomach. Maybe she wanted to blow bubbles. I don't know. That's why I kept. It might have been a prank. That's why I kept. You know what? That probably was a prank live. That probably was a prank live. But you know how sometimes they do that. They'll have a bunch of stuff out and to get the people in the live, they have word tag. So that's probably what that was. Cause I can't see somebody really. But you know what? I don't see this app. This it's 11:30. It's Friday Night Live. This is Friday night. It's just Friday Night Live with Coach Kenya. We inspire and we motivate. We talking about health and wellness, and to make sure that we are not limiting ourselves by statements like "as soon as I get there." We don't want to limit our abilities to continue to thrive because we aren't going on a destination. We are on a lifestyle. We live a lifestyle. Hey Rosie. So because we live a beyond the skin brand, hello beautiful, because we live past that, right? Our goal is ultimate health and wellness, meaning we want to be that female, the 70 looking litty legitty, okay? We want to be 80 being flyer than shy, okay? We want to be 90 looking right as night, right? We want to still be looking as good at 40 at 90. We still want to be able to get up and get around. We want our joints to work. You know, I used to think that when you got older, you had to be this very sickly, broken down, kind of limited person. And what I'm starting to see, thank you, social media, is that there's plenty of 60, 70, and 80-year-old women out here jumping rope, double dutching, running businesses, building content. On, we better get it together. These older women are slaying us, okay? They are out here claiming they space in health and wellness and looking fly, okay? So let me tell you something, queens. It's not too late, okay? It's not too late, okay? It is not too late. However I feel and look right now at 46, I want to have the same energy when I'm 76. The same energy. I want to be getting on my niece's nerves at 76, okay? When they coming home from college to visit, I want to still be in the kitchen giving them lessons. I don't want to be laid up nowhere in nobody's bed nowhere where they having to come home, feed me, take care of me. No, that's supposed to be grandma. Grandma's earned the right for that, not me. And so what I've learned is I want to do the things that's going to keep me healthier the longest. I want to be in the spaces that don't keep me the healthiest the longest. I used to think there was nothing better, there was nothing else out there, that the lifestyle that I grew up knowing is all that there was that available. But that's not true. It's so much uncharted territory of living and learning and foods and cultures that half of us haven't even gotten close to exploring. Hey, Queen, how are you? That we haven't even gotten close to explore. I choose to open my heart and my mind and the doors to my life to be exposed to even better things. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? To be exposed to even more. Okay, to be exposed to even more. So here we go on day 99. Girls, hold on, I forgot to ask them if they were reading. I don't want to read it and then they'd be like, "You didn't let us read." Ladies, are you guys gonna do the reading or no?
Yeah. Wait, did you not already read?
No, I was doing the, on Friday nights we do the motivational part and then we do the reading.
So you were Melanie Beatty first?
No, I didn't do neither. I did the 15 minutes of motivational speaking, and now it's time for the reading.
Okay. Day 99?
Yeah, I know. Tomorrow's Sunday.
And she come.
So did we decide if it was on the 100-day celebration in the morning, or was we trying to do it tomorrow evening, or do we want to do it live and ask our community?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, wouldn't it be nighttime for them?
Yeah, well, it will be. Remember, we're 3 hours.
So if we do it like 10?
It would be 7 in the morning for them.
Yeah.
So we might have to do it at night.
Okay.
Because when I pick you up at 8, it's only going to be 5:30. 5 on the West Coast.
Okay, Ishi. So we're gonna do. I'm gonna read. You're gonna read. I'm gonna read this one. You're gonna read this one. And
okay. The girls are gonna. When the girls are home on the weekends, I let them do the reading with me, and then I let them share their feedback on what they believe the reading was talking about, and I do that so that they can understand what I do. So that because they know that Auntie Kenya works with women and helps them learn about healing from emotional traumas and food. But I like them to participate because a lot of what I do is around faith and your belief and your walk with Christ. Not my walk with Christ, but your walk with Christ. And so because I'm really, really, really sensitive to them not only understanding what their auntie does for a living, but knowing that women have a right to have misunderstandings, but to heal from the things that happen to them, and to also teach them that there's nothing that happens in our life that we don't get to ask God to give us understanding. And even if we don't get understanding from it, that He can heal us from it. So that's, I try to, share that with them, and also try to make sure that if there's any food issues that I've noticed, that I talk to them about them so they can know they have a safe space for food issues. So,
Okay.
so okay.
Day 99. It is written, by faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. Hebrews 11:27. Ishi.
I did that in school. I read that.
Now you're doing the principle. Go up to the camera.
Principle. Tolerating fears keeps you away from achieving your vision.
Tolerating fears keeps you from achieving your
Ishi,
vision.
what did you say?
That's what she said.
Oh.
Is that what it said?
Yes, it's tolerating. Or I put it at the end.
Yeah, put it in the front.
Okay.
Like in the front of the book. Okay.
How many? 365 days, right?
Yeah, we gotta read every day. So we gotta read every day I'm here. Just sometimes you're at school already. Or you be asleep. Sometimes I do it at 6 o'clock in the morning. But you'll be in the bed.
Wait, so then wouldn't we be behind?
No, we're on day 99 because this book we started at the beginning of the end of last year. Yeah, this book we started January
So we'll never
1st.
be caught up.
Well, technically, because we took the oath in November of last year. Me and 7 ladies from our program took an oath to read this book live every day.
So other people.
It's other people that have the book. Yeah, it's about 25 of us. We all have the same 2 books.
Okay. So does that mean you went against the oath that one time you forgot?
The one day that I didn't read it, no, I messaged them and told them to. I did 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
So the day before, I messaged them and told them I wasn't feeling well, so we wouldn't have a lot. So the next day, what we did was we did day 93 and 94 together. So me 84 and 85 and 86 together. That way we could get caught up.
Okay.
Okay.
Wrath of fear against my life be quenched.
Be quenched.
Be
Quenched like thirst.
Be quenched in the name of Jesus.
Amen. What's the next one say? Welcome in, guys. Be patient with the babies. Let the babies learn too.
I gain back my glorious vision that fear has prevented. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Period.
Okay. It says, so let me just reread it. 1, the principle for today was tolerating fear keeps you away from achieving your vision. 2, the prayer for this evening is the wrath of fear against my life be quenched in Jesus' name. Number 2, I gain back my glorious visions that fear has prevented in Jesus' name. So A, I take back my visions that have been removed with fear. B, wrath of fear, any fear in my life, I stand against it and ask that it be quenched in Jesus' name. And then the principle for today is that tolerating fear keeps you away from achieving your vision. And as I was mentioning yesterday, one of the things I talked about on my wellness journey is how when I would lose weight, I would go into this fear of gaining it back. And so it would cause me to begin to self-sabotage because I was in so much fear of gaining what I had lost back. And because I didn't want to be disappointed, I would find myself sometimes not working really hard to achieve that next milestone because of the fear that I wouldn't reach it. And I know this, hey T Vegan, hey Miss Jones, and I know this may sound very crazy to each of you, but what I'm explaining is what happens in the mindset when you're dealing with this chronic back and forth, when you're afraid of losing weight, afraid of not succeeding, when you're afraid of gaining. it becomes almost this secular abusive cycle between you and the sick scale that you can't break. And one of the reasons why I was actually able to even eat myself to 592 pounds is because a lot of fear of being big, not being big. Oh, well, God made me this way. I must have been meant to be big. I done tried to lose weight so many times. I must have been meant to be this way. No, I wasn't meant to be this way. I couldn't stop eating because every time I felt sad enough, I would overeat. Every time I felt happy, I would overeat. Every time I felt worried, I would overeat. Anytime I was bored, I would overeat. I would sit and lay around in the hospital bed from sun up to sundown. And if I wasn't eating and taking medication, I was sleeping. It was a cycle, and I was deep off in that thing. And before I ended up in the hospital, I would go to work in the morning. I would stop at a drive-thru, or I would pack enough food to work so I could have snacks in my car, snacks at work. I had snacks at work. I would still order food out while I brought my lunch. And I would order food out, get lunch, and have lunch. So that after I ate my lunch, I had a meal later to eat too. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was already grooming myself for years, baby, before this. You guys. Yeah, no, I'm live, right? So I shouldn't be able to hear y'all over. Just lower your voice a little bit. So I was grooming myself to get to this predicament well before I got to this predicament. And this ain't the worst of it. This ain't the worst. This is not the worst. That one is the worst. The one where I look gray, like I'm fading away, like I'm literally dying inside. And I was dying because my insides were being rotted from the inside out. March 14th, I ain't even gonna worry about it. Let me get caught up. My life is behind. I got individual service plans and meal plans to work on this weekend. All right, March 13th says it's 14th, sorry. Did we read this one yesterday? Yep, we did. The more open and connected you are to the world around you, the more creative you will be. Yep, we read that one. All right, I was just be checking because sometimes I'll be off. Hi, Miss Joan. Hi, Miss Shauna. How are you, baby? All right, are we ready to do it like brew it? Are we ready to do it like brew it and get to it? Ooh, let's do it, and do it like brew it and get to it. Ooh, let's do it, do it. Do it, 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 do it. Let's do it, 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 do it. Okay. Tyra, hi, boo. Embody art. Hey, babes. All right. March 14th, Melanie Beatty, Journey to the Heart. Let's get into it. What's your girl? Coach Okondo, Kenya. Hope you're having a good night. All right, here we go. March 14th says, watch yourself. That's not a grim admonishment. Yep, that's what that means. Admonition. No, that's not admonition. 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 That is admonition. Okay. That's not a grim. I'm sorry, I had to get the word right. Tammy, hello, beautiful. Admiration. It's a call to observe yourself, and it's a helpful tool on the journey. Kenya, when you get stuck in a behavior, stuck in a pattern, stuck in a place, a thought, a feeling, a job, or a relationship that you don't know how to get unstuck, watch yourself. When you've tried everything, and your feelings and old ways of reacting will still come to the fore, even when you don't want them to, and especially when you've made an effort to do things differently. Watch yourself. When it feels hopeless, when it seems things will never change or shift, when you can't help yourself and it doesn't look like those around you can either, look at yourself. The act of watching ourselves, neutrally observing ourselves without judgment or reproach, can be a powerful tool for change. If you've tried and tried to change, but it hasn't worked, then watch yourself. Watch what you say, watch what you think, how you feel, how you act, how you react, and don't try to stop yourself. Don't judge, just observe. Do it as long as you need to, although it may not take long. Watch yourself. then watch how you grow and change. That was good. Observe yourself. Watch yourself. That's not a grim admonition. Admonition. I am saying it right. It's a call to observe yourself, and it's a helpful tool on the journey. When you get stuck in a behavior, stuck in a pattern, stuck in a place, a thought, a feeling, a job, or a relationship, and you don't know how to get unstuck, and your feelings and the old ways of reacting still come to the fore, even when you don't want them to, and especially when you've made an effort to do things differently, watch yourself. When it feels hopeless, when it seems things will never change or shift, when you can't help yourself and it doesn't look like those around you can either, look at yourself. The act of watching ourselves, neutrally observing ourselves without judgment or reproach can be a powerful tool for change. If you've tried to change, but it hasn't worked, then watch yourself. Watch what you say, watch what you think, how you feel, how you act, how you react. Don't try to stop yourself. Don't judge it. Just observe. Do it as long as you need to, although it may not take long. Watch yourself, then watch how you grow and change. That one was good. Hey, Morris, how are you? That's powerful because I don't think many of us take time to watch ourselves. When was the last time you watched yourself? I actually don't think we take, I don't think we even take times with ourselves and have grace with ourselves. When was the last time you actually told yourself, self, you doing all right? Everything might not be looking like we wanted it to look right now, self, but self, you doing all right. Self, you doing all right, self. I remember 10 years ago we was homeless, self. We ain't homeless no more. We might not have that big house on the mountain and drive that $200,000 car, $200,000 car, but self, we doing all right. Self, might not be traveling the world yet or anything, but we got food. Are we fed? Bills is paid. Investments is growing. We doing all right. Kids is safe. Life is lifing. Too many things high, but we doing all right. Sometimes I think we forget to take just a few seconds to say, I'm good. A few seconds to say, you know what? I do got this thing on lock. A few seconds to say, you know what? I'm not doing so bad at this thing after all. Just a few seconds to say, you know what? I remember there was a time where I wouldn't have been able to do it this long on my own. I remember there was a time when I didn't even think I was going to find this job. I remember there was a time when I didn't even know how I was going to get a car. And then I got it. Some of us haven't stopped and just said, you know what, self, you doing it. Self, you is turned up, self. Self, you did that, self. We're searching for so much validation outside of ourselves that we don't even stop to do it ourselves. Like sometimes I be down here in this mirror, honey. You be thinking somebody's in this space with me. You was sleeping, you trying to listen. Kenya, you needed this so bad. I'm so glad. We could self. Kenya, I know you sleepy. I am too, girl. Girl, I'm on East Coast time. My clock, my laptop say it's 9 because of Arizona. You know, I'm originally from Arizona, Kenya. I live in Arizona. I only live on the East Coast 6 months out of the year. So my laptop says it's only 9, but my body said, yawn, sleep, sleep. That's why I had to go warm this up, Kenya. I had to warm up some brown liquor. Yeah, I had to warm up some brown liquor so I can hang in there with y'all and get this reading done. Because we on day 100, baby, and I refuse to miss it. That's the energy I want y'all to have about y'all wellness journeys. When somebody call you and be like, girl, go to happy hour with me. And you supposed to go to the gym, say, I can meet you after I go to the gym. I can meet you after I walk around the block. Let me walk around the block real quick and I can be ready. I might be 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this walk done. I'm going to hop on this vibration plate I got off TikTok, girl, for 15 minutes. And then I'll be over there. That's what I want y'all just to start been doing. You know what, girl? I'ma come. Let me go on and get this walk done. I'ma bring my tennis shoes and I'ma walk a little bit. And then if you want me to come over and help you pack up that stuff, I will already be in my workout stuff. I'm gonna get my workout done first. Because what'll happen is we'll go over and think we're gonna get done early, and then we don't go work out. And then guess what happened? What's what happened? It happened. It happened to be happening to it. Then this what they happened to happen will be happening to us. Guess what happened? Then our stuff don't get done. We get her all packed up. We get her all ready to go, and we get her all outside, everything like that. And then guess what? To the guess what? To the guess what? Yep. And then what happened was, and then the situation, yep. That's what happens. And then what happened is they then, we don't get ours done, but their stuff gets done. We don't get ours done, but their stuff gets done all right. I don't want that to be your story. I want you to know that you can serve other people and get your stuff done too. Your stuff can get handled too. Yeah. Yep. Your stuff can get handled too. Okay. I just want you to know that your stuff can indeed get handled as well. And I know sometimes when we're helping people and we're doing stuff and we're extending ourselves, we feel like, hey, Cheryl, we feel like, oh, I got to do this. I'm not going to be able to do my own. But if you're taking somebody to the doctor and you have a doctor's appointment, you make sure you go to your doctor's appointment too. You make sure you go see your doctor's appointment too. Okay? Because you just as relevant as everybody else in the bunch. Like you matter too. So sometimes we get into the service of others and we forget that we need a little service every now and then. Okay? We need somebody to come over and help us out with the kids. You see? Sometimes. I'm just saying sometimes we need it too. I don't know. I don't be knowing what I'm talking about half the time, but yeah, I don't be knowing what I'm talking about half the time. Yeah. I think I shared this video wrong. I'm gonna delete it and see what happened. Yes, sweetheart. We're almost done, guys. I'm sharing the videos out. Hi, sure. How you feeling? And talking to my ladies before I hop off. What? What is it? What? Hey, guys, I just said that it's to one more group. One of the girls was live in the group, and I deleted it. She was live in the group, and she just came to the YouTube and said, "Why you come? Why you delete the live?" I didn't know she was watching it. I didn't see nobody watching it, so I cut it off. But I'm putting it back right now, love. But you can go back over there. I see you on YouTube. So then you can go back over. I put it back out and I see you back. So I apologize about that. I didn't see you commenting. I promise you, it was no harm, no foul. I did not see you commenting. I didn't see none of them comments. I'm very, very sorry. I apologize deeply. It was no pun intended. I haven't watched myself. It's about to start. But I know, ain't that interesting, Tammy? Because for me, one of the things I noticed when I did watch myself, this is one of the things I noticed about me immediately. I noticed that because I didn't want to be a problem, it was like a behavior. I would, in certain areas, I'd get timid. Like I would know the answer, but I wouldn't tell it because I didn't want the group to like refuse it. Like, let me explain it. I would give a suggestion. The group would ask something. I would give my input, and my input might be the solution. But the person asking the group, after I give my input, they would ask the group again. So, does anybody know anybody that can do A, B, C, D? When I just told them I could do it. And what I noticed was instead of me standing up and saying, "Did you just hear me say that?" I would let them just speak right over me and find somebody else. But I noticed I did it often. So now I need to figure out what that's about. Why would I do that? Why would I, if someone is asking, I volunteer my input and my input is stepped over like I didn't even speak, like they were deaf? Why would I let somebody do that to me? My words are as valuable as the person speaking. Where did I get the message in my brain that my words were not valuable enough to be inserted in the conversation and where the conversation said, what do you all think? And then say, what does she think? What did he think? And say, what do y'all think? Why would I get a message that means my opinion is not valuable in that situation? Past pain, past trauma, past feelings of abandonment, loneliness, et cetera, right? Oh, it's searching up. Now, when do I do it? What personality types do I do it with? Something to think about. Do I do it all the time? Another factor. Then I noticed that not only did I do it profusely in a multiple situations, that I later would leave those situations feeling unheard, left out, abandoned, and lonely. Now I'm identifying my cycles to my existence. Now I know why when I'm in a situation I can suddenly feel left out in a room full of people. It's my thinking. Because remember, I'm the one that didn't step up and say, "Hey, baby, don't step up on me like that." I could have cut it off in the bud, but because I didn't feel safe enough to do that in an environment, I allowed it to build up, build up, build up, and now they now suppress my personality, not on purpose, but on accident. Am I making sense to anybody? No, no, no. I might not be able to pop off her anyway. It's that time, like a bottle of wine. I'm not gonna keep that much longer. It's midnight. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm so sorry about that. I apologize, you guys. I know we've been in here for a while. I just want to thank you guys for 22,000 likes and all the gifts and the loves I got today. Thank you all for all the comments on all the platforms. Thank you for everyone who's been rocking me for exactly 99 days doing our daily reading. And I cannot wait for you guys to join us tomorrow. I'm sorry about the time. I just realized it was midnight. My deepest apologies. I'll get into it. Yeah, y'all know me. My deepest apologies. Good night. And I love all of you. All of you. Massive love, massive love, massive love.